5 in the world, the number 3 Ukrainian behind Alina Svitolina, and won it fairly straightforward fashion, 6-3 in the third, but given a proper scare. Kasatkina looking to win her 3rd title of 2021. Had a great start to the season, won the Australian Open tune-up at the Phillip Island Trophy, one of the 3 events taking. Fell hard the previous 2 years, as low as number 75 before rallying at the start of this season. Oh, wonderful tennis from both women.
15.
Covered a lot of ground in that point, Kostyuk. Seemed as though Kasatkina had the initiative, but Kostyuk just wriggling her way back into the point before Kasatkina eventually got the job done. Really is a rare opportunity for Kostyuk to complete the treble over Kasatkina on 3 different surfaces. That's all they need to do would be to play an indoor match after this to complete the full set. That wasn't in by much.
40-50.
And it was, and seeing some of the class of Kasatkina here on display in the early going.
Game. Kasatkina.
Kostyuk not happy about that service line call. See the cloudy skies overhead here in Birmingham. The day much cooler than earlier in the week. Even yesterday, the high temperature today down a good 6 or 7 degrees Celsius from the conditions these players were experiencing in their first round match.
Love 50. Let's pass up.
Oh.
15.
Injured. Kasatkina with the early break. 3-2. Any intention of giving up the ghost in this match?
15 left.
Possibly in this set. After that wild swing on the forehand wing. Thankfully, that little hiccup a few games ago seems to have gone away. There was a slight cramping in her leg. She just felt that she tweaked something, but she's able to run it off. Oh, great pass from Kostyuk there.
15.
The maximum permitted crowd of 300 is thinned somewhat. The clouds rolling in, the temperature getting a little bit cooler. See some people bundled up at the side of the court. I believe top right of your screen in the red hood there, that I think that's Kostyuk's mother and her sister next to her.
15-30.
Kostyuk playing no fear tennis. High risk but high reward, not too much to lose at this point in the set. Kasatkina misses,
15-40.
and so to break Ukrainian. She had a pair of break points she failed to convert when Kasatkina was serving at 2-all.
Oh. 30-40. Juice.
Ball keeping really low on Kostyuk. And this is the somewhat ugly side of Kostyuk. Ugly is probably overstating it, but she can get really temperamental on the court and start complaining to her coach stroke mother about it. Then she channels that aggression to a very smart forehand return there. So a third break point in the game for Kostyuk.
Juice.
And Kasatkina playing very unruffled tennis. She's got the whip hand in set number 1. She's just trying to drive the ship over the line.
Advantage. Kasatkina.
Unfussy serve. And it sets up her first set point.
Game.
Just wide from
And
Kostyuk.
Kasatkina.
Quick shake of the racket for Daria. Kasatkina. It's taken her just over half an hour to wrap up set number 1. Her first ever set she has taken from Marta Kostyuk. A double trying to get back into this second set.
40-50.
And if Kasatkina will misfire occasionally like that, then Kostyuk, she's shown more than enough skill to prove herself capable of making a comeback. To Kostyuk, she's rallied from 4 in a break to Daria Kasatkina. Serve. Kasatkina able to hold. And she's now 1 game away from the quarterfinals in Birmingham.
Very
efficiently done. See this match only just past the hour mark. Quite a contrast to the previous match on court, Martinzeva and Ostapenko. Found the baseline.
15-all.
Tough shots. Maybe Kostyuk could have been leaning a little bit further across, but she does have the grace to applaud her opponents. That was just a little flick. And a very nice one. Oh.
30-15.
And flashing the power, that time on the backhand wing. Wow, Kasatkina was there.
40-50.
It's not a well-disguised drop shot by Kostyuk, but gets away with it that time.
Game Kostyuk.
Kasatkina match, always the hardest one to win. It's a slight exaggeration. It's not always the hardest game to win, but it can so often feel like it. Kostyuk unloading again on the return.
5 games.
And what do you know? 5 games apiece in this second set now. Oh, found it again. Goodness.
15 love.
Magnificent defensive lob, keeping her alive in the point. Again, Kasatkina drawn into the net, and Kostyuk flicks one right past her. Ooh. Too clever by half. See, she's in a much more positive frame of mind. That's exactly the sort of miss that would have had her screaming at her mother and her sister just a few games ago. Kostyuk misses now.
15-30.
Got to build on her momentum. She was 4-1 down, 2 breaks down in this second set, beg your pardon. She can get to 6-5 up. Who knows what might happen.
15-14.
That's better.
50.
The longer rallies still seem to favor Kostyuk. She can just extend and defend the points until it's her time to strike. This is not over yet. She's still got the pass.
13.
Kasatkina desperately does not want to come in and give this sort of opportunity to Kostyuk, but she keeps finding her spots. Well done.
30-14.
What we're seeing right now is a match in which depth from Kostyuk doesn't matter. She doesn't have to find the back of the court because Kasatkina can't do anything to punish her when she drops short. In fact, she can intentionally drop short and Kasatkina can't attack. But her first serve has arrived here in this potentially final game of the match. Kostyuk forced into the return error.
Advantage.
And again,
Kasatkina.
decent first serve. Kostyuk nets. And so, match point for Daria Kasatkina.
Out.
It's just long.
Juice.
It wasn't the most decisive point from Kasatkina, was it? She spun that first serve in. And she finally in the point went for some depth. Saw the nerves get to her.
Correction ball was good.
Yeah, that looked on the line. Impossible job for the linesman there trying to look through the legs of Kostyuk. I think he must have just been guessing there. Yeah, that's excellent. Excellent tennis from Kasatkina.
Kasatkina.
If you're worried about the passing shot and coming into the net, just make the approach shot that good. So match point number 2 for the Russian, number 4. It's wide.
Same match, Kasatkina.
And Daria Kasatkina able to finish the job. Only
so
just.
She completes the quarterfinal lineup here at the Viking Classic.
But
Daria
a
Kasatkina.
professional performance from the number 35 player in the world, Daria Kasatkina.
And everyone in tennis
for the first time in 3 attempts,
really
defeats Marta Kostyuk.
For Marta Kostyuk.
Final score today, 6-2, 7-5 for the.
The foot placement, such a wide base to be able to drive up off the ground. It's a brilliant.
You can see she feels comfortable from all parts of the